stuffing, Mr. Clean. Gravy white floss on me, Mr. Clean. Pull up on my whole damn team, Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Gravy keep it clean like Windex. Just let you down on my index. And your bitch look like a pinhead. On my head, they be skinheads. Pissed. Gravy. Mr. Sober, bring me a drink. Make him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like Moses and Clover. They're telling that he's on tonight, Gravy make a splash like Pippin. Shit, that's nothing. Splash. Everybody call me Big Pimpin'. No, I ain't bluffing. I'm with your mom in the kitchen. Making blueberry muffins. Must be Thanksgiving. Cause he'll bitch all the stuffing. Mr. Clean. Gravy white floss on me. Mr. Clean. Pull up on my whole damn team. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Gravy keep it clean like Windex. Just hit your mom with my index. And your bitch look like a pinhead. On my haters, they be skinheads. Pissed off cause they wife cause they sister. You know, Gravy just kissed. Hot damn. Pull up on the scene. Cause a wet dream, I might need a summer rain. If you got the beef, I turn your ass to smell the rains. Your wish looking scary, I thought it was Halloween. Gravy, he be clean like some fucking Listerine. But I'll smooth it out like a jar of Vaseline. Shit. Posted with a MILF and her name is Charlene. Everybody wonder how she got the hygiene. It's all thanks to Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Gravy white floss on me. Mr. Clean. Pull up with my whole damn team. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Gravy keep it clean like Colgate. White meal Charlene, that's my soulmate. You ain't got a bitch I might donate. Slide in the DMs with a snowflake. Talking about your girl, my favorite topic. You can't even see me, you would think I'm microscopic. Gravy balling out like the fucking Flint Tropics. I'm turning these bitches on cause I'm really good at bopping. Clean in, clean out. Pulling up, drop top vibe. Had to steal your bitch. Finessed it like I'm Swiper. So much bread, gotta get my fiber. Gravy, he be cleaner than your windshield wipers. Your stepmom made me a pie. You can call me the Pied Piper. I don't eat the booty, I ain't even got to say it, but I'll eat my girl's ass if she had a bad day. Gravy don't play. Bitch, I'm at the bakery, them donuts can't glaze. Stay with 3 hoes like it's the holidays. Stuck to the bread, you would think I'm mayonnaise. Shit, I'm so goddamn clean, got me feeling like I'm Billy Mays. Mr. Clean. Gravy white floss on me. Mr. Clean. Pull up on my whole damn team. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean.
Summertime bush.
These are the real Sopranos.
Yeah. This that shit. That's that shit DJ Shay made me feel. This that shit used to preach to me. Everything I do. Real shit. You know, listen, I've been a student of this shit for so long. I'm the biggest in this shit right now. It's only right. Yeah. When the streets get a win, let's celebrate it. Hood smart, rich, melanated, and educated. I'm on a new level like a moving elevator. When I jumped in, I levitated like Elgin Baylor. Imagine I'm finding me, I'm somewhere I can find a freak. Ass so fat, I feel like James and a giant peach. Hesitant, strange, I'm questioning, thinking like, why me? I got aim like a shooter and game like I'm Kyrie. And I can put you on some game that's been around for centuries. You see the same people when you're way down eventually. I'll admit we been moving like they out to get me. I make that powder kangaroo drop like I'm out in Sydney. When they ask me how I feel, I tell them much better. I'ma be up level somewhere when the dust settles. That's one for the crown. In the crowd, award shows, looking around, thinking, who the fuck I'ma pass now? I'm getting higher. That's the footage. You can know by now. Black Soprano family. We only want to inspire. We only want to take you higher. We only want to feed the streets. When I make fuck with us. Yeah. Soon as you hear it, these words will lift you in spirit. How many people changed the world with a mic and a book of lyrics? I left them pots unattended, I left my blocks in the lyrics. And I hurt that I caused to my people was mine to wear it. I ain't always think higher, but when flames spark fire. Fires for my dog writing letters back from Oneida. Don't like a ghost write for a rapper that don't like a like co-pilot in the spaceship I'm in or a co-signer. When you double back and do the unexpected, they so silent. They prey on you, but when you the aggressor, there's no violence. It's a jumbo check. Trust, that's a humble flex. Anybody that you put me in front of in trouble next. I'm a boss, so all of my suits be double breast. I feel like Chopper, no way out, so I'm building a tunnel next. I'm surrounded by y'all sheep that don't make you lions.
NG Simmons in Philly. You can't make this shit up. These
Summertime Butch.
I ran the streets since I was young. Streets killed me.
Nickel plated. It's getting too easy. Watch who you serving.
it's Hugh Douglas.
Pretty sure it's a TI and that Suburban. They just keep circling and circling. I just hope I ain't who they looking at. I pass the work right here, but don't get booked with that. Chuck showed me how to cook the crack. Cook the crack, how to cook the crack. On Island Ave, it got bad, but we was good like that. Good like that, good like that, good like that. On Island Ave. Thinking back to Island Ave and all the people out of stats, all the people out of rob. Fuck, they let me have a tab. We was out there snapping bag. Plus, I always had a bag. I don't mean money, I mean some funnies. Have a blast. Here you go. And now they gotta have the stats. Every night's action packed. Competition passed and laughed them twice. And your favorite rapper's captions, cat. I walk to the plug's house and take a taxi back. Beans in a circle, trying to kick it like hacky sack. Philly the hacking sack, yeah, I'm really actually that. Kids in private school bragging how they daddy rap. Your kids can't brag about you, cause their dad's a rat. I know you mad at that. I paid 2 separate recruits, they'll be there back to back. My 20 sacks was .2s, I learned to stack like that. They know I had to trap like that to really rap like that. Watch who you serving. I'm pretty sure this is T.I. and that's Suburban. They just keep circling and circling. I just hope I ain't who they looking at. That's the work right here, but don't get booked with that. The book with Ronald and Nav. Chuck showed me how to cook the crap. On Isle and Nav, it got bad, but we was good like that. Good like that. Good like that. Good like that. On Isle and Nav, good like that. Good like that.
It's zero or gunfire, man. Ain't no in between. Ain't no in between. We either cool or gunfire. No gray areas. Just straight like that. We can be cordial or gunfire. Ain't no gray lines. No, you want lines over here. It makes me no fucking difference. I ain't got nothing to lose, man.
Yeah. So, sometimes you out here doing what you gotta do for so long. It becomes second nature to you, you know? You become one of the beasts. Let's go. Watch your body, they say death is coming. Stacking paper, better shave a couple extra onions. I'm with the lions, tigers, bears, and the feds is hunting. On the signal with Mexico, like they sent me some. Plus a barrel full of battery ass. With the work next to the bed, so if I have to, I trash it. I smoke it down, I walked up, shoving crack in his cask. See you in hell, you owe me still, and I'm tacking on taxes. There's no brakes on these snowflakes. Hoopty got the low pro plates. We sold yoke off crates outside of corner stores. You never been to war before. Ran through half and ordered more. I heard you went to court on board. These rappers having an identity crisis. If I was ever around, you was never the nice. I came up selling white shit off of cellular devices. Poet Red Dome said he get it directly from ISIS. I stack the bodies up, homie. We gon' build a wall. Jawn's bags, shoe boxes, we done filled them up. Big homie said he got no ops, he killed them all. Yeah, he killed them all. Stack the bodies up, homie. We gon' build a wall. Jawn's bags and shoe boxes, we done filled them all. The big homie said he got no ops, he killed them all. Stack the bodies up and build a wall. I went from serving sick fiends to the big screen. I was 16 with $60, 16 was me. 8 balls for that quick beat. Phone jumping, work pumping through the water like a swim team. Keep swimming, keep winning, killer, keep spinning. When you standing on business, it brings some heat with it. Detectives pull you out the county, that's a sneak visit. Cuddy's looking like a cop, they don't got teeth missing. Woodstock, I get the big bands. They get saucy, start spilling like drink chants. So I suggest you watch your mouth. You get free security when you got feds that watch your house. Could you hate on what I've done? I made my paper on this run. Kitchen table with the crumbs. Breaking 8 balls with my thumbs. Shots fired. You know the cops is trying to take you if they come. There's demons on the cement. And I'm a fallen angel with a gun. Stack the bodies up, homie. We gon' build a wall. Jawn's bags, shoe boxes. We done filled them up. Big homie said he got no ops. He killed them all. Yeah, he killed them all. Stack the bodies up, homie. We gon' build a wall. Jawn's bags and shoe boxes. We done filled them all. The big homie said he got no ops. He killed them all. Stack the bodies up and build a wall.
Well, the drivers of why everyone's doing it. But for me, I was like, they're right there. And like, they beat it.
The NFL. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Saints and the Eagles, next on Madden NFL 25.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen up here in the booth. And Greg, this is one of those games that a little old school. Maybe if it was in black and white, it would be fitting, right? We got a couple of teams who have to hand it off and see their running backs do it on the ground.
And it's just so cool, and you mentioned it, Mike. Maybe 10, 15 years ago, this would have been the norm on any given weekend, but we're seeing the game trend to more of a passing style offense.
2 weeks of the regular season are upon us. And off we go on EA Sports. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
I think the biggest thing that stood out from last week's game was when they went into the game with an initial plan, how quickly were they able to get away from that when they realized it wasn't working? I think they got a lot of unscouted looks, meaning the defense threw a lot of exotic looks at them, blitzes, different fronts and coverages, maybe things they didn't work on all week. So the key this week is understand what is the defense looking to do today and how fast can we make those adjustments if we're not having early success.
He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That is out quickly into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
One of the best parts of the week, Mike, is when we have an opportunity to sit down and visit with these guys during the production meetings. And the thing that we both came away with was, while he was happy with the overall performance of his team a week ago, you could tell that lone interception left a bit of a bad taste in his mouth. He called that errant pass unacceptable. He doesn't plan on having too many of those in this one, and look for him to be a little bit more careful with the ball as he tries to get his team to another victory here today.
A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. A couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Eagles offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And we show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Looking free downfield, it's Kirk. And he'll be taken down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play gets him down close. And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now back at the 4 for 2nd and goal. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Everybody on that sideline, when you find yourself in a goal-to-go situation, you're all thinking the same thing. You're getting 6. Well, next thing you know, you've given up 2 sacks on the previous 3 plays, and I think here on 4th down, I've lost all confidence in my protection, and I think you got to settle for the 3.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Dicker's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. Here's Daniels. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 38 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to pick up the pace. A run on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year. A number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. Extra point try forthcoming. The kick is good. And the Saints extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on their return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. I fumbled the football. The Saints have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And that one going to be closed down to the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll take it on in. Amon Ross, safe grab. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. The reception for Rondale Moore. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. He'll drop to throw. Checking it down, this one is caught. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Ryan Wright now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Saints offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams trying to defend in the red zone. Look at this graphic. Second in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a QB. And he'll move it out of harm's way. A gain of 3 up to the 4-yard line. Second and 7. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete to the rookie from Texas A&M. And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. They send him right out of the slot. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Coming across the field, it's St. Brown. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. As you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A gain there of 20. It's good for a Saints first down. They'll stay on the ground. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. A handoff as they try to run it here. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll throw with Daniels. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way. Live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll try to run for it.
This is all about sensing the pressure. You can see him keeping his eyes downfield as long as he can. But ultimately he decides, I got to tuck this ball and become a runner. He's able to avoid the sack. pick up some positive yards.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Eagles offense ready to take over once again. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Third and a yard. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now pass deep for St. Brown. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. We'll try to go up tempo here as they hustle to the line. Pitts is the man in motion. To the air again is Daniels. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. They get the stoppage with just a... to play in this first half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Throwing again, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Now he'll run it.
That's a smart play. Second down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable third down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in this second quarter. His kick is perfect. And the Saints will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Saints 24, Eagles 3.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Cowboys on top as they play the second quarter. Justin Herbert has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Bears looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jamar Chase, a touchdown reception. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Crazy. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Saints offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and We're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, it's Daniels. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. He is in. Touchdown 6. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He gets it to go. The Saints will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. That's to the right side, caught by McBride. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Moore going in motion. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Not much happening there. Just a short game. Play action. Here's Daniels. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. He'll get this out wide.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
On second down, they'll run. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Here's a run. A short game, down to the 7. Now here's second and goal. Now a give on the ground. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line. It's third down and goal. Third and goal. It's Daniels. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. The offense staying out there for this fourth and goal. They'll go. Here's Daniels. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season. The kicking team up for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Saints will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A short one here, caught by McBride.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for an Eagles 1st down. Back to the air one more time. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll look to throw again. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Along the sideline, a nice catch. Sean McVay disagrees on the sideline, and he's throwing the red challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. They'll look to throw yet again. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. He'll keep this himself. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. They roll the dice, 4th and goal, but they're going to wind up being turned away by the defense. Now, set to go now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's the 3rd. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. He'll let one go down the middle. Yeah. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one is complete to McBride. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Saints will take over at their own 14-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Saints offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Daniels now on first down. And is downfield to the tight end hits. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. They'll run. He'll try the left side now.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll run on second down. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Right back to him on first down. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Turn and hand this one off. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he is going to have the Saints first down by a couple of yards. Give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. To the ground, a first down run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. On the toss, they'll run. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he shows up a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down here this close, all it takes is one defensive lineman defeating his block and getting some penetration, and that's exactly what we saw here. Not only to stop the ball carrier short of the end zone, but to take him down for a loss.
And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Saints. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it up. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw across his body is complete, and they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Moore going in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, Eagles.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense and their quarterback ready. First and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Fires left sideline. That is complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Another really nice throw right there. And as you can see the numbers he's been able to put up here, I'm a little surprised, if I'm being honest, Mike, with just how easy it seems to have been. It just seems like he's made every right decision every time that he's decided to throw the ball.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. This one complete right side. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a first down. Handoff here, up the middle. And he'll bring it inside the red zone. Finding space. Gain of 7. Inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On play action, Daniels taking off, and the Saints have got a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield, he doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
This is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final definitive play. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the goal line. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Moore going in motion. Back to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. He'll let one go deep for Kirk. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one, a win for the Saints. They move to 16-0 on the year. They have a chance next Sunday to become the first team to finish a regular season 17-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners, as we say so long from New Orleans.